Welcome back, and epic battles. Before we dive into the analysis, I just want to say thank you. Superman, Thor, and Hulk are all the most powerful warriors in their universes, but if put on the same battlefield, who would win? Superman, the symbol of power and justice, possesses unparalleled strength, supersonic speed, and the ability to be nearly immortal under the yellow sun. He can move at the speed of light, destroy planets, and possess innate fighting intelligence. Thor, the thunder god of Asgard, possesses godlike power passed down from the lineage of Odin. With Mjolnir or even Stormbreaker, Thor is not only physically strong, but also has the power to manipulate lightning, control the weather, and fight for millennia. Hulk, the embodiment of endless rage, gets angrier and stronger. He can heal almost instantly, destroy everything in his path, and surpass his own limits without stopping. In a hand-to-hand fight, Thor could be on par with Superman, but if Hulk reaches his limitless rage, he could defeat them both. However, Superman could take down Hulk before he reaches that point. Thor, with his magical weapons, could hurt Superman. The fight would be long, but Superman has the advantage in speed and intelligence. Overall, Superman and Thor have reached a superior level, while Hulk is at the bottom of the power rankings. It should be noted that this does not mean that Hulk is weak. I fully understand the incredible power of this character. However, for the purposes of this comparison, I am evaluating all versions of each character, including the most powerful forms ever portrayed in comics and other media. Overall, Superman and Thor possess superior factors in many aspects, from strength, fighting ability, to various supernatural abilities. That is, Thor and his most powerful versions, including Rune King Thor, Cosmic King Thor, Allfather Thor, along with Superman and his most powerful variants, such as Strange Visitor Superman, Cosmic Armor Superman, Superman Prime 1 Million, Sword of Superman, Milkman Superman, Archetype Superman, or Story of Superman. These versions not only demonstrate superior power compared to the standard version of each character, but also possess almost limitless abilities, from reality manipulation, cosmic power, the ability to overcome normal physical limits, to the ability to control the laws of the multiverse. Each variant has unique characteristics reflecting the ultimate development of Thor and Superman. Both Superman and Thor have reached a level of abstract power far beyond the limits of what any version of the Hulk can achieve. Their most powerful variants possess the ability to transcend the laws of physics, control reality, and manipulate higher dimensions, putting them on a completely different level than the Hulk. Between Superman and Thor, it's safe to say that Superman is more powerful than Thor. Superman's ultimate variants, such as Cosmic Armor Superman or Superman Prime 1 Million, have powers that transcend cosmic boundaries, while Thor, despite his Rune King Thor or Cosmic King Thor forms, are nowhere near the same level. Overall, Superman has the edge in terms of pure strength when compared to Thor. Superman has the most impressive and extensive list of feats of any character in the entire Marvel and DC universes, thanks in part to his long history. Superman has had decades to demonstrate his incredible abilities, from large-scale cosmic battles to unimaginable superhuman feats. In my opinion, he is the strongest character. Superman's strength reaches a level of near invincibility, a level he achieved after the Crisis on Infinite Earths event. Before this, Superman could perform impossible feats, such as moving galaxies with his bare hands, traversing dimensions, and going toe-to-toe with omnipotent beings. Unsurprisingly, most comic book fans divide Superman's achievements into two distinct periods, pre-crisis and post-crisis. This stems from the fact that Superman's power in the pre-crisis era reached almost unimaginable levels, with feats far beyond the limits of most characters in the universe. It would be unfair to compare Superman with the combined power of both periods. This is because the pre-crisis version of Superman could perform superhuman feats, such as pulling planets together, flying thousands of times faster than the speed of light, and even reshaping reality with his will, while the post-crisis version was adjusted to fit a more streamlined power structure. Therefore, when evaluating Superman's power, most fans tend to separate these two periods to ensure a more objective and balanced view. Remember to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and turn on notifications to see the earliest videos. Thank you. Some fans even take advantage of Superman's inherent weaknesses to create advantages for their favorite character. Without these limitations, Superman would become too powerful to the point of being invincible. The main reason why Superman's true power is limited is to ensure that other characters in the comic universe still have a chance to confront him, become more attractive, and avoid Superman becoming an unchallenged entity. Elements such as kryptonite, magic, or moral constraints, play an important role in creating challenging situations, forcing Superman to overcome his limits in a more intelligent and humane way instead of relying solely on pure strength. Imagine a Superman without any limitations, with all the feats from the Silver Age, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and other eras merged together. If this were to happen, Superman would reach a level of near unparalleled power, capable of feats far beyond the limits of any other character. While I would consider all of those feats when assessing Superman's strength, there will always be those who would argue that the feats from the pre-Crisis era don't apply to the current Superman. However, this is completely unproblematic to me because they themselves know exactly what that implies, that if Superman were to count all of his feats from every era, he would become a being beyond all standards of strength, completely overwhelming most other characters. Imagine a Superman without any weaknesses, a version that is completely immune to magic, kryptonite, and radiation from a red sun. However, if those limitations were completely removed, Superman would become an invulnerable entity, no longer affected by external factors that could previously harm him. In that case, fans of Thor or other magical characters would no longer be able to rely on magic as a privileged advantage to confront Superman. He would not only be on par with, but could even surpass entities that possess ultimate magical powers. Superman's lack of weaknesses means that every battle becomes a purely physical confrontation, and in that context, he would completely overwhelm most other characters. This is the clearest proof that, without the constraints of weaknesses, Superman would become an entity with unchallenged power. However, fans of other characters can still continue to exploit Superman's weaknesses and limit the scope of his feats to the post-Crisis era. In fact, I find it quite interesting to realize that those fans need these limitations to give their favorite character a chance against the legendary Kal-El. Without artificial constraints, Superman would be too powerful an entity to be challenged fairly. Having to limit his powers, abandon his iconic feats from the pre-Crisis era, and maintain the weaknesses established by the writers is really just a way to maintain balance. Yet, even with those limitations, Superman remains one of the most powerful and influential characters ever created, an enduring icon in comic book history. Superman constantly confronts 5D demons who literally have the power of the imagination. Demons who also have cosmic awareness. They are fully aware that creating a red star would completely drain the Kryptonians of their power, but no IMP or even the creator of the world has ever tried to do it. It really doesn't matter how powerful or resistant to reality warping is, no IMP has ever created a red star to drain Clark. Why? Simply to allow Superman to win. Superman, since his inception, has always been meant to be a strong hero, if not the strongest. He was created to be as strong as he needed to be to save the world. And this is something that has been shown in universe multiple times with stories like Final Crisis, Superman Beyond, and Doomsday Clock. Even Superman's so-called weaknesses have been overcome multiple times by the Man of Steel, and he could easily build up immunity to kryptonite, red sun radiation, and magic over time if he explored his potential further. He has never had any real limitations on what he can or cannot do, because at the end of the day, Superman is a hero who will always save the world. One of the most important things about this character is that he can do the impossible. When those Robotnians attacked Earth and defeated Swamp Thing, Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Zatanna, Supergirl, Shazam, Aquaman, Cyborg, Hawkman, etc., it was Superman who ultimately defeated them all by himself. When a mad scientist who created those Robotians tried to bind him with Carinthium metal chains, claiming that Carinthium was the strongest metal in the universe, forged under inverted black holes and able to pull stars between galaxies, he claimed that Superman could not break the unbreakable. But Supes proved him wrong. As the saying goes, he is as strong as he needs to be, and DC has shown for quite some time that Superman is capable of going beyond his abilities and doing seemingly impossible things. Superman himself said it best. Thor and Hulk fans certainly have their own opinions, and I completely respect that. Each character has their own strengths and moments of impressive power in the universe. However, in my personal opinion, Superman is still the top thanks to his huge collection of feats, superior strength, and ability to reach almost unlimited levels of power in many different versions. Thor would be second because despite possessing godlike powers and versions such as Rune King Thor or Cosmic King Thor, he still has not reached the level of comprehensiveness like Superman. Finally, Hulk would be third because despite his formidable physical strength and the potential to grow in strength with rage, he still has certain limitations limitations when compared to the other two characters. Of course, this is just a personal perspective based on analysis of the strength and abilities of each character, and each fan has their own perspective on their favorite heroes. What do you think about this battle? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you all so much.